2 Samuel chapter 6, David dancing before the Lord. Most of us know the story. David is trying to bring back the Ark of the Covenant back to Jerusalem, trying to bring the presence of God back to Jerusalem where it belongs. There's worship, praise, a new cart, and then Uzzah dies. This failure leads to fear and confusion. The Ark ends up at the house of Obed-Edom, and his whole household gets blessed as a result. Then when David finally goes back to bring the Ark home, something shifts. Every 6 steps, he sacrifices, he worships, he dances before the Lord with all of his might, and he does it wearing nothing but the linen ephod. Think about that. He takes off his crown. He takes off his authority. He takes off how he sees himself in terms of status. He takes off his royal robe, the way that others see him, the thing that identifies him as the king. And he lays down the weapons of war, the image of the masculine man, the image of the warrior that David had actually earned. And he chooses to stand before God in the simple garment of a priest. He strips down to nothing but how God sees him. And his wife, Michal, sees it and despises him. She mocks him and says, "How the king of Israel honored himself today." And David basically said, "Hold my beer." That's not what he said. David basically says, "You think that was bad? I'll become even more vile than this." In other words, I refuse to be shamed out of my obedience. I refuse to be shamed out of my vulnerability. When you walk in vulnerability, when you make the decision, the hard decision to walk in vulnerability, shame loses its grip. It loses its hold on you. If you want to be the spiritual head of your home, if you want to usher the presence of God into your family, you have to strip off everything that the world uses to define you, your success, your image, your pretense, and you have to stand before God in the only identity that matters, that of a son, a priest, and a man of God.